Hey, what's up? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Now, before we get into this video, I would like to kindly ask you if you can drop a subscribe or a like. That will really help me out. Now, before I jump into this one single stock that I believe is a very risk-free stock to be buying, I would like to give you an idea as to why I believe, I'm actually more bearish rather than bullish. Now, you don't have to go with me, right? You don't have to go with me. I'm just giving you my perspective, and you can listen to it, and you can judge as to whether some facts might be more correct than some others. Now, just listen to this. Well, a stock is like a human, right? It doesn't care about it's not really directly proportional to what happens in the underlying security. Now, it sort of does, but it acts psychologically. If let's look at Tesla, it just skyrocketed to $900. I don't think it should have, but it did, and that was more optimism and more Wall Street bets, rather than actual facts. Earnings, new factories. It was more psychological. And here's what happens right now. We're seeing this over here, this pump. Well, it's not really a pump. We just left the bearish territory. So right now we're kind of bullish, right? Just look at this. Since the start of this year, in the SPY, we're down 5%. We're just down 5%. And if you go a few weeks back, we were actually down 21.17%. That's a lot. But we recovered from that. Now, I'm not saying we're just going to crash again, but maybe, just maybe, we should be seeing a W-shaped recovery than the V-shaped recovery, because I don't think people have really sat and seen, the macroeconomic results of different things that are happening right now. They're not seeing what will change in our capitalistic system in the next, few months, or maybe the next year or so, because coronavirus is here not to stay as a virus. Like Gilead, they had, and that's really good news. I mentioned it in a previous video. They have released and they have tested this drug, and 66% of those people that used this drug, they actually worked very well after the treatment, which is really good. So that's 2 out of 3 people that use this treatment. They're getting well. So that's a really good step. Now, it's not that the virus is here to stay. It's more like it's like the results of the coronavirus. They're here to stay in a way, in macroeconomic theory. Now, I'd like to stop here and just jump into the stock that I want to talk about, because this actually took more time to explain. Now, well, you might have guessed it already, but the stock I'm talking about, actually, you know what? Take your time and try to guess the stock. It just some quick tips. It's really risk-free. A lot of people recommend it to newbies, if they want to invest in a risk-free stock. It's not an ETF. It's not a stock market, ETF like SPY, QQQ, and all those things. It's a company, really big company. The guy who owns it is really big. Now, I'm not going to give you any tips. Nonetheless, I know I'm eating your time, and I'm sorry about that. It's actually Berkshire Hathaway. And a lot of people, I actually was like, holy shit, I forgot about this stock. It's a really solid company, and the thing is that a lot of people forget about it. If you want to buy a stock, it's going to give you some returns, and it's not going to not really crash, but it's not going to go bankrupt or anything. If you look into what they own, the list of their assets, it's extremely diversified. I'm actually going to pull up a screenshot here, or I guess the webpage, and I was looking into it. They have the operating subsidiaries, which they have like 90 to 100%. So they have like the majority stake. So it's like the company's theirs in the board. Like these companies, I think they got Geico here, the majority stake. but they actually have a lot of companies over here. These are the main companies here. It says here notable minority holdings, but these are the big companies. These are the popular companies. You can see a lot of companies here that are really popular. I'm gonna put a link in the description if you want to look at it in more detail. Just make sure if you're looking to buy Berkshire, you just don't go 𝗲𝗃.A, which these are different classes of stock. This one is like the Berkshire Hathaway, the actual stock, which actually costs $282,000, but they have a Class B stock, which costs $190 as of today. And actually, I'm really thinking about entering, just owning some stock. And I'm most likely gonna average dollar cost average into these stocks. I'm gonna buy some stocks now, maybe later as well if it goes lower, because I think it's a really pretty decent opportunity. Like, as of the end of last year, over here, January the 3rd, we were actually trading about $226, and since then, we were at a point, like about 40% down over here. So it was 58% up here, and over here it's 18%. So that's about 40%, right? And now it went back up about 20%. We'll sort of recover, but the gains are still there, and Berkshire Hathaway is here to stay. If you look at the last 5 years, you can see that it has been consistently, going up. What we like to see in a stock, a consistent uptrend. But the thing is that lately, all the stocks were going up, even the stupid stocks. But Berkshire Hathaway, and the guy who owns it is Warren Buffett. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. But I think it's a really decent stock, and I wanted to bring it out here, just so people can see it, because some people forget about it. If you want to have some more long-term risk-free, not really risk-free, the risk is still there, but it's not really big. And some people forget about this stock, and it's really important, just to remind you. I'm gonna pull up more videos like these, like this, and I'm also gonna be posting some videos about different option strategies or different plays you can do with different stocks. I'm just not doing it yet, because I want to target to more of a general investment, type of videos. I don't want to get really niched down to, options trading. I know a lot of people, and to be honest, options trading, I don't want to pull up a theme of videos. People who don't really know much about options, and they go trade options because they see the profits. And options trading is a lot riskier than just traditional stock trading. And I wanted to not really get into this because I'm more scared about people watching these videos. And it's a little bit more complex, and I want to keep things simple, short in videos, with quite a bit of content. So if you want me to get more in depth in my analysis on SPY over here, I'll be more than glad to do it. So if you want me, just drop a comment saying, whatever you want, right? It's not going to take much time for me to just explain it. I just, this video was meant to be about Berkshire, and I just started talking about SPY, but I thought I would do it because I think it's important that people do understand what's going on. Because there's a lot of things going on, and people are not focusing on what they should. Well, what they should is the cases and the deaths, but I'm just talking about more from the in the financial world, right? Nonetheless, I just ate more of your time. No, I'm just kidding. Berkshire Hathaway, 𝗲𝗃.B, the Class B stocks. They're just different type of stocks. I think, like you can see, Alphabet has them. Google, right? I think this is like GOOG, GOOG, and they also have 𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗀, which is a different class of stock. So yeah, make sure you drop a like, comment, and a subscribe. I would really appreciate that.